All right, we're in the helicopter flying handbook. This will be chapter 10, page 4 of 12. This will be rapid decelerations or quick stops. All right. The maneuver is used to decelerate from the forward flight to a hover. It is often used to abort takeoffs, to stop if something blocks the helicopter flight path, or simply to terminate an air taxi maneuver as mentioned in the Aeronautical Information Manual, the AIM. A quick stop is usually practiced on a runway, taxiway, or over a large grassy area away from other traffic or obstacles. Technique. The maneuver requires a high degree of coordination of all controls. It is practiced at an altitude that permits a safe clearance between the tail rotor and the surface throughout the maneuver, especially at the point where the pitch attitude is highest. The altitude at completion should be no higher than the maximum safe hovering altitude prescribed by that particular helicopter's manufacturer. In selecting an altitude at which to begin the maneuver, take into account the overall length of the helicopter and its height velocity diagram. Even though the maneuver is called a rapid deceleration or a quick stop, it is performed slowly and smoothly with a primary emphasis on coordination. During training, always perform this maneuver into the wind. After leaving off at an altitude between 25 and 40 feet, depending upon the manufacturer's recommendations, accelerate to the desired entry speed, which is approximately 45 knots for most training helicopters. Position number 2. The attitude chosen should be high enough to avoid danger to the tail rotor during the flare, but low enough to stay out of the hazardous area that helicopter's height velocity diagram throughout the maneuver. In addition, this altitude should be low enough that the helicopter can be brought to a hover during the recovery. At position number 3, initiate a deceleration by applying aft cyclic to reduce forward ground speed. Simultaneously lower the collective as necessary to counteract any climbing tendency. The timing must be exact. If too little collective is taken out for the amount of aft cyclic applied, the helicopter climbs. Too much downward collective is applied, the helicopter will descend. A rapid application of aft cyclic requires an equally rapid application of down collective. As collective pitch is lowered, apply proper anti-torque pedal pressure to maintain heading and adjust the throttle to maintain RPM. The G loading on the rotor system depends on the pitch up attitude. If the attitude is too high, the rotor system may stall and cause the helicopter to impact the surface. After attaining the desired speed, position number 4, initiate the recovery by lowering the nose and allowing the helicopter to descend to a normal hovering altitude in level flight and 0 ground speed, position number 5. During the recovery, increase collective pitch as necessary. To stop the helicopter at normal hovering altitude, adjust the throttle to maintain RPM, and apply proper anti-torque pedal pressure as necessary to maintain heading. During the maneuver, visualize rotating around the tail rotor until a normal hovering altitude is reached. Common errors. Common errors of the rapid deceleration or quick stop. Initiating the maneuver by lowering the collective without aft cyclic pressure to maintain altitude. Initially applying aft cyclic too rapidly, causing the helicopter to balloon. Failing to effectively control the rate of deceleration to accomplish the desired results. Allowing the helicopter to stop forward motion in a tail low attitude. Failing to maintain proper rotor RPM. Waiting too long to apply collective pitch power. And during the recovery, resulting in excessive manifold pressure or an over-torque situation when collective pitch is applied rapidly. Failing to maintain a safe clearance over the terrain, using anti-torque pedals improperly, resulting in erratic heading changes, using an excessively nose-high attitude. All right, so that is chapter 10, page 4 and 5, rapid deceleration or quick stop. See ya.